There's a kind of silence that doesn't come from the absence of sound, but from the absence of others. It's the hush that falls when the laughter fades, when the messages stop coming, when the world that used to buzz around you grows still. And in that silence, most people panic. They search for noise, any noise, to fill the gap. They reach for their phones, their feeds, their friends, anything that proves they're still seen, still known, still connected. But there's another kind of person, the one who doesn't fight the silence, who sits with it, breathes it in, and lets it settle. For them, solitude isn't a punishment. It's a teacher. We're told that to be human is to belong, to be part of something larger than ourselves, family, community, nation, belief, and that's true. Solidarity is the invisible thread that's kept our species alive. We built fires together. We hunted together. We built cities together. We found warmth not just in the flame, but in the people gathered around it. Solidarity is what allows us to survive storms, both literal and emotional. It's what uplifts us from despair when we collapse. It's what whispers you're not alone when the world feels unkind. Without solidarity, we become ghosts, but without solitude, we become echoes. There's a difference between loneliness and aloneness. Loneliness is the ache for connection. Aloneness is the presence of self. Loneliness says, I'm missing someone. Aloneness says, I'm here. And that small difference can mean everything. Because the truth is, solidarity doesn't mean dissolving into the crowd. It's not about losing your edges or muting your voice so you can fit into the noise. It's about standing beside others, not inside them. It's about holding your own weight and still being strong enough to help someone else carry theirs. Once, I spent a winter entirely alone, not by choice at first, but by circumstance. I had moved to a small town that didn't know my name, in a house that didn't remember anyone's voice, the kind of quiet that presses against your chest and makes you aware of every heartbeat. At first, I hated it. I'd filled the silence with TV shows, the music, with meaningless scrolling, but the quiet kept returning, persistent, patient, and one night, I let it in. I sat in that living room, lights off, and listened. Not to the hum of the refrigerator or the rain tapping the window, but to the parts of me I had ignored for years. The regret that never spoke, the dreams I'd buried under noise, the fear that I was never enough, and the faint, stubborn belief that maybe I was. It was in that solitude that I met myself, truly, for the first time. You see, solidarity isn't possible without individuality. The strongest bonds are formed between people who know who they are. They can stand alone and then choose to stand together. That's what makes solidarity sacred. Not dependence, but choice. Not uniformity, but harmony. Each voice distinct, yet moving toward the same direction. If you've ever watched a flock of birds turn mid-air all at once, you'll know what I mean. They move as one, but not because they're the same. Each bird reads the wind in its own way. Each one decides, again and again, to stay in formation. Solidarity is a dance made of countless small choices, and solitude is where we learn the steps. In a world that glorifies togetherness, it's easy to forget the power of being alone. We are told that isolation is dangerous, that it leads to madness, but sometimes solitude is the medicine. Because in the noise of the world, our inner voice goes quiet. And if you lose that voice long enough, you start mistaking other people's desires for your own. You start chasing lives that don't fit you, loves that don't see you, and dreams that don't belong to you. Aloneness strips that away. It doesn't comfort you. It doesn't flatter you. It just shows you exactly as you are. And when you can face that, you become unshakable. That's when solidarity stops being survival and starts being choice. You no longer need people to complete you. You choose people who see you. There's beauty in standing in a crowd, knowing you're part of something vast. But there's equal beauty in standing at the edge of it, watching, breathing, remembering that you're a whole even when no one's watching. Solidarity is a fire shared among many. Solitude is the spark that lights it. You cannot have one without the other. One builds the bridges. The other reminds you who's crossing them. Maybe that's the quiet truth of being human. We spend our lives moving between two needs, to be seen and to be still, to belong and to be free. And maybe, if we're lucky, we learn that both can coexist, that solidarity isn't about merging souls, but about walking beside others as yourself. That it's okay to drift away sometimes, to walk into the woods, to let the world shrink to the sound of your footsteps, and remember that you're not missing anyone, you're meeting yourself again. Because when you return, you will be carrying something different, not emptiness but calm, not loneliness but presence. And that quiet strength, that still, centered peace, is what gives your voice meaning when you speak. It's what makes your solidarity real. So if you find yourself alone tonight, don't rush to fill the silence. Let it speak. Let it remind you that you are both the crowd and the quiet, the bridge and the shore, the seeker and the found. And when you walk back into the world, you'll know that solidarity doesn't mean never being alone. It means knowing that even in your solitude, you still belong.